So this drama started because of this event. If you guys haven't seen this particular event, so we have a very unique event right now. So this event is very unique because you can see there's this story progression that you have the path that you can choose specifically for some of these. And you can basically collect the album, as you guys can see, right? Oh, this is going to be the characters that you are basically sleeping with. Wow. Alright, that's going to be Arcana, and then you can unlock some later on, right? So plenty of things. I haven't progressed in the story yet. I have already done it once, but you can do it like multiple times to get multiple different endings, right? Which is kind of cool. This is the first time we have had... They call this the mini-game event and stuff. Now the truth is, right, with that, there's also some drama that comes into this. As you can see, Nikke fans debate if game is just for men. Damn! Alright? Very controversial, right? Because now you guys need to understand, right? Woman plays Nikke too. Right, women are important too, right? If you guys don't already aware, women are important. Women get made fun of for playing otome games, which is like the dude games. Cozy farming games for playing anything meant for us. But when we try and play anything designed for a male audience, literally anything else, we also get made fun of. There's really truly no winning. Woman just wants to play games, right? But we'll see, we'll read some of these tweets because right now, alright, as far as I know, it first came out specifically from this particular tweet right here, right? This particular tweet apparently was deemed controversial. So this particular person, Kitsu, alright? So I'm not sure if Kitsu is a cosplayer. Okay, she's a cosplayer. I don't know if this is a she or something, right? But cosplayer right here. It's so funny being a beautiful girl. So she claims she's a beautiful girl playing this event because now it's just YURI. YURI. Alright, so now this can be offensive for some people, right? But for me, I don't really care, right? But again, you know, she got a bit of backlash by this tweet. As you can see, the tweet has about 700k views, which is quite a lot, right? But you can see a lot of people are just W Yuri Lamau, you people can never play or support actual Yuri games, but say shit like this in a harem game with a canon male MC only, and has a model even in this, even his model was shown in full force, and you still come out and say shit like this. So a lot of people, again, not happy. Kitsu got a lot of backlash, right? Kitsu literally got a lot of backlash and trying to like basically argue with people on Twitter, right? Arguing on Twitter. Can you guys imagine, right? She should play Love and Deeds face, but that's going to be the stuff that's happening. You can see you're playing as a guy, so I still wouldn't compare that to Yuri Slop. Okay? Commander is a guy. Well, I'm a woman, right? Where's the second girl? When the game is so good, it can ban your genders. This has created pretty much a controversy all over Twitter, literally, right? So you can see even fans are debating this, right? Some fans gatekeep it as a straight male fantasy, criticizing women for self-inserting as a female commanders or shipping Yuri, while female players highlight their 3+ years of playtime, cosplay contributions and data showing they make up for 40% of players in South Korea and 30% in Japan. Again, that's like the player base specifically based on the last, I think 2 years ago survey, right? Calls for peace remind everyone that diverse fans boost the game's $1 billion success and visibility, with the canonically male commander leading teams of humanity that appeal broadly. So here's the thing, right? About this particular thing. Why argue with Twitter people? This is pretty much why people are arguing. This particular picture right here, you will see why a lot of people are trying to argue specifically, because a lot of this is going to come out from joining the hobby, alright? And then they're trying to change it. They're trying to change it. Later they will say, okay, why not add dudes? Or why not like add this character for Yuri, etc, etc, right? You love Nikke cosplay, where it has nothing to do with cosplay specifically, right? And this is going to be what's happening right now. You will see a lot of these things. So this particular person tweeted, right? This is an instigator. The exact reason for gatekeeping. Alright? Forcing the narrative from not wanting Yuri on a male-catered game, alright, into a man complaining about women enjoying Nikke, as this is not the reason of the drama and is still going. Because it's easy to direct hate on men. Oh, can I look into this though? Okay, they don't exist anymore. Okay, a lot of these posts has been deleted because some of the things that they say could be too much in particular. I don't even know why is there a need to debate this particular thing, right? Nikke fans debate if game is just for men. Now, of course, Nikke's primary audience or the target audience is going to be men, right? Like, that's just straight up what it is. It's just reality, man. Like, you want to live in delusion, right? That's like saying like Love and Dead Space is made for guys. It's not, right? Love and Dead Space is made for women, all right? Now, if you want to play it, you can still play it, right? If you're a guy, you want to enjoy Love and Dead Space, you can. But the truth is, that game is literally designed for women. Just like how Nikke is designed for men. Now, does that mean that women can't enjoy it? Of course they can, right? Even kids can enjoy it. No, actually, okay, maybe kids is too much, right? For kids to enjoy Nikke, that could definitely create some controversy surrounding it, right? But right here you can see, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are bringing up different points right here. So I know this particular person, Zeko, right here, all right? So apparently all of these cosplayers, according to this person right here, right, these cosplayers here, majority of the cosplayers join the fandom of video games aim for men just to get sims that will give them money. They do not care at all about the game. They just want to invest our hobbies and get money from stupid sims. Now, is that true? Is there any cosplayer that actually do this? Yes, there are. Now, I'm not sure if this is targeted towards this 4%, if this is true or not. But the truth is, there are some cosplayers that go into Nikke, they go into Blue Archive, they go into like any of this game, right? They're specifically trying to target the game, right? Because they know those games are going to be specifically for men, right? Is that bad? Well, I'm not sure, right? That depends on you, right? I'm not here to argue about whether that's bad or not, right? If you think it's bad, then you can think it's bad. If you think it's good, you can think it's good. There's nothing for me to discuss right there, right? Like specifically, if you like that, then good for you. But the truth is, I think most people would want, this is not about me, by the way, I'm not speaking from my perspective. Most people will want an authentic person or an authentic female that actually enjoys the game, rather than a girl gamer that's fake, that's just there to try to take advantage of that player base, try to get the sim money, right? If you have the option to choose both, wouldn't you go for the first one? You want to have like a female player that's like much more authentic and actually enjoy the game. I think that's the case though for most people, right? Like I don't think there's any debate beyond that. There are people who cosplay for a job and get hired to cosplay as characters. They don't know all the time. I think so, right? But you can also tell if somebody actually don't play the game or play the game or pretend to be in that particular player base. Now, is it wrong for them to be a tourist though, right? Like, because the word we are looking for is that particular one. Tourist, all right? I don't think it's wrong, right? But at the same time, it's just what it is, right? Let's just call it for what it is. So again, there's going to be all of these tweets that's going on. A couple of this drama has been going on for like, I think 2 days now, right? If you don't like the commander, then Nikke probably isn't for you. If you want YURI, then Nikke probably isn't for you. You can still play it. It's just obviously not targeted towards you. Don't try to change what it is. I do agree with that, right? If you try to change it, but I saw this particular thing. Okay, this post has been deleted, but there's some people that are coming out to basically defend Kitsu right here, right? Because Kitsu is a female, right? Because a lot of people have been deleting the tweet. They realize the tweet is getting too much backlash. This game is for men. Okay, so again, Yesenia, I believe, is also another VTuber. Some really are showing the need to get off the internet and touch grass. I'm a woman who loves Nikke and been playing for 3 years. Do you got a problem with that? Okay, play games the way you want to enjoy and don't let others get in your way of your enjoyment. Even this particular tweet from her, she is getting a lot of backlash just because saying that she's a female. The problem is, I don't think the problem is you are a girl, and I think people are missing the point. It's not about you being a girl. I think it's about people that are faking it, right? It's so hard for these wokies to just STF you, but this particular tweet is literally, I saw she get a lot of backlash for saying this particular thing, right? This shit is so performative. Why are some people against women playing Nikke? Okay, what kind of people or parasites we are actually against? Let's see then. It's so funny being a beautiful girl playing this event because it's just YURI. F all of you, I hope Commander marries a guy. Muting this, please hop on Johan. Okay, I'm like the CEO of them. Commander is not established character and not an MC. So these are the people that are clearly trying to change the narrative of the game, right? You can see a lot of people are just clearly trying to change the narrative of the game, and I can see why a lot of Nikke players are trying to gatekeep that, gatekeep Nikke against these people, right? I understand why. I'm not saying that it's justified. I'm not saying it's unjustified either. But I get it, right? Because this is just going to be what it is. It has happened in other games before, right? It has happened in other games before where you get invaded and slowly things started to change. Wookiees is one thing. The new defender that fight Wookiees also sometimes goes too much. And the whole environment becomes bad. Yeah, it goes. I do think that it goes both ways. You can only cope and hope Johann Glazer, he only wants women. Okay, so there's a Johann Glazer in the community as well. Today has been the funniest day. I can't believe I started the Nikke revolution. I need to address this in a responsible way. But all I do is troll. Okay? So this is what Kitsu has been saying, right? She was just trying to troll. But she get too much backlash. I think the problem with a lot of people on the internet, right? You will see this a lot, even in my stream, right? People come and troll, and then they get backlash. And then they started saying, oh, it's just a joke, right? They try to use the excuse, oh, it's just a joke, I'm just trolling, what I say wasn't serious. You can do that online because no one will do anything to you. Yeah, but it's like, for me, this is how I know if I want to respect somebody online or not, right? There's both sides of this, right? A lot of games are catered to men, and I think that's entirely fine. I don't think we need to change that. There are plenty of games for women too. Games don't need to change to fit everyone's preferences. Just play the ones that you like. Base. I think that's a very, 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 very good one. I'm so confused about the Nikke discourse. Do you want the cosplayers to play the game or not? If they don't play the game, aren't you just going to call them posers? Why would you be bothered? Women are playing Nikke. This tweet got a lot of backlash as well. It apparently got a lot of backlash as well. Apparently, the whole discourse got shifted from YURI shippers to women or cosplayers. It literally gets shifted. Of course, cosplayers can enjoy Nikke. I've seen a fair amount of posts talking about women being discouraged from being involved with the game. So that's just going to be how it is, right? The recent discourse disappointed me a lot. We are all playing Nikke because not only is plot cinema, the women are attractive. We all appreciate attractive women. Director's wife is also involved in such Nikke's design. To be against women in this space is so absurd. So again, the narrative has been shifted, has been changed entirely, right? But that's going to be something specifically that people are trying to shift the narrative right now. You will see that a lot. But generally, okay, this post has been deleted. How to get your fandom turned into another Hoyo-infested space, reeking with Yuri tart and mentally ill people with rainbow flag. Comply gently and let the poison set in. So, another woman. I feel bad for all of these women trying to tweet that, oh, I'm a woman, I play this game too, and then they literally get backlash. This is Obake Palm, which is, I believe, is another VTuber. I sometimes see some of her streams as well, right? Woke up and Nikke Twitter is on fire. The longer Nikke is trending, the longer more people of all demographics will find the game and get morbidly curious and download and realize that, oops, it's actually peak. Any fandom, when it gets big enough, is going to have people trying to define what is right or wrong for you to enjoy a game. But also, once something explodes that big, people are going to have their own hate canons and maybe enjoy it differently than you do because everyone is different. It happens in every fandom. Just let people have fun with it. And if you don't like how someone else is enjoying the game, you can block or ignore and move on. No one's forcing you to like someone else's opinion. It's okay to disagree, but it's such a waste of energy to let a take you disagree live rent free in your head. Just have your own fun with it. At the end of the day, it's all fiction anyways. I think I agree with this, but it goes both ways. People have to understand that it goes both ways. A lot of people on Twitter, this is how they think, right? I'm going to say something controversial. You're not allowed to dislike it. That's not how it works. You can say something that's controversial. People can also respond to what you say, to your tweet, in however way that they want. It goes both ways. A lot of people, they cannot take backlash. They say whatever they want, but when they get backlash, they say, you should let me say whatever I want. Wait, it goes both ways though, right? It goes both ways. If you want to say whatever you want, people should also respond however they want. It always, like, it's the same thing for me streaming, right? It's always going to go both ways. I think a lot of people are like very snowflake-ish. They think it only goes one way. Oh, I should be able to say whatever I want. I should be able to say this without getting backlash. That's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. The certain groups of people give feedback To me, that's the issue. Well, if you don't want people to give feedback or you don't want people to criticize your take or your opinion, then internet or Twitter is probably not the place for you, right? Or like just keep your opinions to yourself. Like the moment you say something, right? Even if you talk to your friends, right? If you talk to your friends, if you say something that they don't like, they are going to say something back, right? That's just how it works. That's just how human nature is, right? It's not unique. It's not unique to internet though, right? Like even in the normal conversation, like if you talk to your parents or your cousins or whatever, they can always respond however they want, right? That's just the case. Yeah, you can't expect, you can't always expect positive response all the time, right? My own experience has been great. Almost everyone online, offline is so kind and welcoming, and I'm so happy I found this game. Okay, but again, this particular tweet, she's also getting so much backlash, which is kind of crazy, right? It is kind of insane, right? You can see it's getting, just let people have fun. No, they hate the commander and his relationship with the Nikkes, and the current event is 9/11. It's their 9/11, so we will make sure to remind them that their pathetic hate cannons will never be real and that they are not welcome here. Alright? You can see right here, Sensei or Shield. Damn. Just let people have the fun mentality is how we got here in the first place. Uh-oh. This is cringe. This is internet drama, man. This is not cringe. This is how it is. Okay, let's see what this person say, right? They went too far. So again, this is actually from the game itself, right? You can basically marry Arcana or, I believe, date privity, right? So yeah, we saw this already earlier, right? Why some people are against a woman playing Nikke. It's not really about women, right? So you can see this thing also it sort of went a little bit viral, alright? Nikke is only for men. If women didn't play Nikke, it probably wouldn't be as big as it is now. So what this person put is, this image has a lot of the VTubers, right? Bao the Whale, Shy Lily, I don't know who are the other ones, but basically a lot of, I guess, VTubers, right? Trying to spin the narrative that, okay, VTubers promote the game and stuff, but even this person is getting insanely backlash, right? Insane backlash. People like you are dishonest parasites. Men don't mind women into their hobbies if they are genuine and respect it, but if you don't live, annoyingly tiresome dealing with the ad nauseum of people who don't like it and want to change it. Hobbies die because of insects like you. Damn. Insects. For making this tweet, alright? Much rather filter everyone. Blue Archive community is the gold standard. Or you can welcome everyone like Concord, right? You gotta be more welcoming, right? You get what I'm saying? That's too much. That is too much. It could be too much, but even like some memes like this, I might be too boomer, but I don't think random streamers did anything for Nikke. Damn. Random streamers didn't do anything for Nikke. This includes every streamer, including me, including Amtash, including everyone, right? First time I hear about them. Lamau. Nikke's advertisement was, we are the game with a big, massive, shaky cheeks on screen. And anyone saying otherwise is delusional. Bad rage bait, 2 out of 10. Damn. I remember back then when everyone was condemning it because of the shaking booty cheeks. A lot of content creators seriously overestimate how much they boost a game's popularity. Hololive has collabed with tons of games and most of them are dead. I've literally never heard someone say, I play this game because of cosplayers before. A lot of content creators overestimate how much they boost a game's popularity. I think this is true. No game can ever sustain itself by just by just having people play your game like us famous people, right? Because like if it does, a lot of games will still be alive. Because if a game is bad, it will generally just die slowly, right? That's just going to be what it is. Valkyrie Connect isn't dead. Yeah, it's not dead, but I don't think these two games are like that famous either, right? It's not super performative. It's not like in the top revenue charts whatsoever, but not saying that it's a bad game, right? Even Hololive can't save a game. Cosplayer is even less. Yeah, that's probably true. And I do agree with this statement though, right? If a game is bad, it doesn't matter how much you try to sponsor, the game will slowly die, right? remember how many people were sponsored to play High Guard, right? And then High Guard literally just died, right? It even got featured in the, like, what? The Game Awards, literally at the last segment. And now, like, barely nobody plays it. It doesn't matter, man. If a game is bad, it will slowly lose players. High Guard has, like, what, 97,000 at the beginning? Or almost 100k players? But it slowly dwindled down because the game was bad, right? So I do think that, to a certain extent, you know, good game is good in nature and bad game is bad in nature. But I do think that when it comes to popularity, yeah, mostly, maybe there are some random rare occasion, right? I can think of, like, the one that I can think of right now that maybe, like, was made famous back then was, like, Among Us, I think. I think Among Us sort of, like, because a lot of streamers played back then, it was during COVID, I think, right? That sort of, like, helped boost its popularity. But even now, Among Us is no longer, like, I don't hear anyone playing Among Us anymore, right? Because, like, no longer the hot thing for you to play. Why do so many Nikke players play the woman game, where you collect women but are actually scared of women? Damn. Woman game, sorry, but the target audience of Nikke isn't woman. It's just some woman happens to like it, like me. This is the same as calling My Little Pony a man cartoon. Lol, you're so retarded. Uh-oh. So even woman, even this woman, is it a real woman? Oh, shoot. She follows me if she's a real woman. No pronouns though. 23 Oni Shota is big. Even this person, as a woman, is calling out other women. Is Jester Mango a woman? I have no idea. But that's just what it is, right? That's just what it is with a lot of this stuff. The fact that people still do not actually understand what a tourist is. No matter how long you have played, change the hobby tourist. Okay, so this person, Joshua, right? I saw there was a bit of drama with him, right? This post is from suspended account. I have no idea what happened. But he was also trying to basically defend the other side. He was trying to defend the women's side, right? The cosplayers and women's side. But he literally was also saying at the same time, people call him tourist, and he was trying to prove to people that he's not a tourist, right? That's going to be what's happening, right? He defended the cosplayer, yeah, I guess so, right? Some of them might even know each other in real life. I don't know, right? Because you guys know me. I don't have any friends. I don't know any cosplayers. I don't know anyone. No friends, okay? I don't have any sides with this. I'm just here to enjoy drama, as I always have. He was caught simping, I guess so, right? If somebody wants to sim, they can go ahead and sim. I'm not going to judge them too much, but he's trying to show that he's not a tourist, that he's level 365. But yeah, a lot of people are literally, even some Blue Archive players I see came out and try to defend Nikke, right? Or try to gatekeep Nikke, I guess, right? Like this person, CEO of Kivoto's Zero. Why does everybody okay, I should follow back, right? I feel bad for people following me, but okay. Behind every ruined male hobby, there's a woman. Women are socially anxious creatures and will constantly seek acceptance from others. When they try to get into a new hobby, they try to make it safe and trendy as to not be judged by their peers. There are people who act as you described, but that's not how everyone is. You should learn to distinguish between toxic people and people who just enjoy the game. So this person, Brandon Varnell, is trying to protect the other person, right? Which is the cosplayer. I love how we are getting more vocal about how the commander is indeed a feminist and a human rights activist. One of my favorite male MCs, truly our good. Okay, so true. He's also a feminist who actively fight for Nikke's rights. You wouldn't get it though? In your small little brain, respecting women and having relationships with them doesn't go together. That's why you are yet to touch. 1. Be happy dying alone at 40. Damn. So this Brandon is trying to defend this person. Alright, and this person, Akamanto, is calling out. She's not just enjoying the game for sake, she's spreading her agenda. You don't even know the person you're defending. She spiked the players multiple times cause they mock her stupid headcanon. All she do is shitting on the same people she's profiting. So again, I can see where people are coming from, where this sentiment is coming from. Fine, I'll follow back, alright? I don't really follow people. Is this... who are all these people that follow me actually? I don't post much Nikke stuff actually. But anyways, Sterling, the developer, right? Imagine being this pathetic, insecure about your ideals that you block someone who is trying to advise you in good faith. So apparently Sterling is also trying to defend those women cosplayers and stuff, right? I'm not sure what's happening. That's going to be the stuff. It's just hate cannons. Why are you getting mad over it? The very next tweet, you don't have proof that the characters are straight. How fandoms get invaded? It's a joke. It's a harmless headcanon. They are gay, accept it. Oh. You don't belong in the space? Damn. Okay, this is how it goes. This is how it goes, right? I can see how in some cases this is going to be the case, but it can be a bit too much though, right? So a lot of people try to use this as in like, oh, does Nikke has no Yuri? It actually has. Then they bring out Mihara and Uni, right? But the truth is, right, a lot of these people, they don't really play the game. Let me see if I can show, right? I think there's gonna be some. So the Yuri and Mihara thing has been confirmed by the developer. It's not Yuri. It's more of maternal instinct. So basically, it's more of love in terms of like a mother to daughter kind of love rather than a Yuri kind of love. And the developers have acknowledged it multiple times, right? It wasn't entirely intentional, to be honest. It's actually the kind of relationship that isn't too hard to find in Nikke. So rather than a deliberate decision, I'd say it developed quite naturally. If I had to draw a comparison, I'd say it's quite similar to the relationship between Uni and Mihara. Basically, they're grounded in the maternal instinct, right? So which is not Yuri. It's more like a siblings or like motherly love in this particular case, right? So it's definitely way more different. But a lot of them probably don't really play the game, right? Which again is fine. If they play the game, they will know it's not Yuri. A lot of them probably don't. And that's going to be the case, right? But you can see this topic has been going on. I believe one of them tweeted Nikke is made for everyone. And that one was the one that get a lot of backlash. But I think that person has ever since deleted the tweet. Alright, I think it's Sterling that made the tweet. But you guys know what it is, right? I'm a woman regularly plays Nikke. I don't think it's for everyone. The demographic is men, after all. I think the game can be enjoyed by everyone. I think this is the correct way to basically write the post, right? Or basically tweet it, right? But it's always going to be the case. People were actually upset about women playing Nikke. Okay, tourists. Wow, level 500. Wow, look at the merch. There's a lot of merch. Jinx the VTuber. Gentle reminder that Nikke is for men and will always be. Kitsu is a girl who loves Nikke. You play as the commander, so of course this is how she's gonna see it. She's just enjoying the game. People need to stop bitching online and just enjoy the game too. I don't see like why people can't bitch about it, right? If she wants to write something about it. Why White Knight? You think Brandon is a White Knight? Do you guys think Brandon is a Kitsu White Knight? Oh, this was the post there, right? They are both cosplayers that get money from the target audience of the game man by making it seem they play the game and dress up as the waifus of the game. So Sims will give them money. All this while they make comments hating on said man. Oh shoot, this person followed me as well. Fine, I'll follow back, whatever. Is it true? The Paw Patrol of virgin men defending their anti-Yuri thesis with their life on my joke. I'm a girl, but I thought I was pretty tolerant when it comes to erotic stuff. Isn't the commander in this event way too creepy? This is normal mood? I can't even imagine what hard mood's gonna be like for real. Do male commanders get a little tripped by stuff like this? I was totally creeped out. I like this lolly punching that thing. This is the only thing that I need to hear. Some of y'all generally don't see women as people when they are the ones who do so much for the world. And you're too rotted in the head to fathom recognizing it. Touch grass. I don't know what this word means. Is that a slur that I've never heard of? Women are the ones that do so much for the world. Damn. Alright, last one. You can see right here. This was the post that I couldn't find earlier, but not so gentle reminder that Nikke is for everyone and will always be. Now apparently this one was a little bit controversial as well, so quite a lot of backlash over this particular post, which is kind of insane, right? Hot take, if that was true, then one side of the everyone wouldn't be blocking the other side of the everyone. That's probably kind of like one way to look at it, right? And it's the people who's wanting to stay loyal to the strict canon who are being massively blocked over jokes. That means the game isn't their top priority. I mean, that's just how it is with a lot of, you know, people, right? Generally for those kind of people. If the game were the top priority, they won't do rage baits, insist on identity politics, dehumanize others and antagonize the people who paid for the fan service. A game for everyone is a game for no one. A story for everyone is the most mediocre to ever be, as it stays in the middle ground to not offend someone. Everyone equals to mediocrity. Now again, nothing against Sterling right here, but yeah, saying that Nikke for everyone, that's always going to be, you can always say that, but the truth is, it's all about the target audience, right? Back to my point earlier that I mentioned, right? you can say that Nikke is made for everyone, but the truth is, it's not really the case. That's not to say that, certain demographics cannot play Nikke. If a woman wants to enjoy Nikke, I'm sure they are allowed to enjoy Nikke. You wouldn't say that Nikke is made for kids though, right? I think like if you were to say, oh, this game is for everyone, I feel like that's not the case in particular, right? Even the age rating system for Nikke itself disagree with this statement. Because if Nikke was for everyone, it wouldn't be 12 plus on the Play Store. It would be 3 plus. Let's all be honest, right? So obviously, kids can't play it, and that's just the truth when it comes to this. But again, it's all a silly drama. At the end of the day, enjoy this drama with what you will, and let me know what you guys think of this particular drama as a whole in the comment section below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a like. The drama is probably going to die down in a couple of days. That's just going to be how usually these things are, right? Unless there's a small chance that maybe the hard mode of the event unlock, and then more people are going to make more posts about it. We'll see how it goes, right? With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.